Welcome to USA Trending Update. I am Papu, and today we bring you a developing sports story capturing attention across Southeast Asia and beyond as Alex Eala begins her SEA Games gold medal chase against a determined Malaysian netter in what promises to be a defining chapter of her young but already remarkable career. The atmosphere surrounding the SEA Games has always carried a unique intensity, blending national pride, youthful ambition, and the pressure of representing millions back home. As the tennis courts come alive once again, all eyes turn to Alex Eala, a name that has steadily grown from a symbol of promise into a beacon of expectation. Her journey into this opening match is not merely about advancing to the next round. It is about setting the tone for a campaign that many believe could end with gold around her neck and history written in bold letters. Alex Eala enters this contest carrying both momentum and responsibility. Over the past few years, she has transitioned from being known primarily as a junior standout into a competitor who belongs on bigger stages. The SEA Games, while regional in scope, represent a deeply meaningful battleground for athletes like Eala. It is a place where international experience meets national duty, where every forehand and backhand echoes far beyond the baseline. This match against a Malaysian opponent is therefore not just another fixture on the schedule. It is the opening statement of intent. Across the net stands a Malaysian net, whose presence adds intrigue and competitive tension to the encounter. Malaysia has long been a country capable of producing resilient and tactically disciplined tennis players, especially in regional competitions where familiarity with conditions and rivals often plays a crucial role. The Malaysian athlete stepping onto court against Eala is not there by chance. She arrives with her own aspirations, aware that an upset at this stage could alter the entire complexion of the tournament. That awareness brings danger, and Eala knows better than anyone that early round complacency can be costly. From the first warm-up strokes, the contrast in styles is expected to emerge. Eala is widely regarded for her composed baseline game, intelligent shot selection, and an ability to construct points patiently before striking decisively. These qualities have been honed through years of international exposure, training, and competition against diverse opponents. Her Malaysian rival, meanwhile, is expected to rely on court coverage, consistency, and the kind of tactical adaptability that often defines players who thrive in multi-sport events like the SEA Games. It is precisely this contrast that makes the matchup compelling. The build-up to this match has been shaped by expectations placed squarely on Eala's shoulders. As one of the most recognizable tennis figures in the region, she does not arrive as an underdog or a dark horse. She arrives as a favorite. And with that status comes scrutiny. Every service, game, every unforced error, and every moment of body language will be analyzed by fans and commentators alike. Yet, those close to her often point out that she has grown increasingly comfortable with such pressure, viewing it less as a burden and more as confirmation that her work is being recognized. Preparation for the SEA Games has reportedly been meticulous. Conditioning, match readiness, and mental sharpness are all crucial elements in a tournament that can be physically and emotionally draining. Unlike week-long professional events where rest days are built into the schedule, the SEA Games often demand quick turnarounds and adaptability. Eala's team understands this reality well, emphasizing recovery and focus just as much as on-court performance. Beginning the campaign with a solid, controlled performance is therefore seen as essential. As the match unfolds, the opening games are likely to serve as a testing ground. Eala will seek to establish rhythm early, using depth and variety to push her opponent behind the baseline. A strong start would not only put pressure on the Malaysian net, but also send a message to the rest of the field. Conversely, the Malaysian player will aim to disrupt that rhythm, extending rallies, forcing Eala to hit extra shots and capitalizing on any early nerves that might surface. The SEA Games environment itself adds layers of complexity. Crowds are often passionate and vocal, especially when regional rivalries are involved. Even for an athlete accustomed to international tournaments, the emotional energy of a multi-nation event can be different. Flags wave, chants rise, and every point feels amplified. How Eala navigates this atmosphere, particularly in moments of momentum shift, will be a key indicator of her readiness for the challenges ahead. Beyond the immediate match, this opening encounter is also about trajectory. A convincing win would allow Eala to build confidence and conserve energy for later rounds where opposition is expected to intensify. Each step forward brings her closer to the gold medal match, a stage where pressure peaks and legacies are shaped. Starting strong is not just preferable, it is strategic. The narrative surrounding Eala's participation in the SEA Games also reflects broader themes in regional tennis. Her presence symbolizes the growing competitiveness of Southeast Asian athletes on the global stage. Young players across the region look to her journey as proof that international success is attainable. In that sense, every match she plays carries significance beyond the scoreboard. It becomes part of a larger story about development, opportunity, and belief. For the Malaysian netter, the stakes are equally personal. Facing a high-profile opponent in the opening round is both a challenge and an opportunity. A strong showing, regardless of the final result, can elevate confidence and visibility. An upset victory, however unlikely on paper, would instantly become one of the standout moments of the tournament. That possibility ensures that Eala cannot afford lapses in concentration. As the match progresses into its decisive moments, mental toughness will likely come to the fore. Break points, long deuce games, and momentum swings test not only technical skills but also emotional control. Eala's ability to remain calm, to reset after lost points, and to execute under pressure has been a defining feature of her recent performances. Whether that steadiness translates seamlessly into this SEA game setting will be closely watched. Observers often note that Eala's maturity on court belies her age. She reads the game well, adapts to opponents' patterns, and rarely appears rushed. These qualities are particularly valuable in tournaments where unfamiliar opponents and unpredictable conditions are common. Against the Malaysian net, such Adaptability could prove decisive, especially if the match extends into longer rallies or multiple sets. As news of this matchup circulates, fans back home and across the region tune in with anticipation. Social media buzz reflects both excitement and expectation, with supporters eager to see Ella take the first step toward what they hope will be a gold medal run. At the same time, there is respect for the competitive nature of the SEA Games, where surprises are never entirely out of the question. The significance of a gold medal at the SEA Games cannot be overstated. For athletes, it represents regional supremacy and national pride. For Ella, it would also serve as a milestone in a career still unfolding, a tangible reward for years of dedication. Yet she has consistently emphasized a match-by-match approach, focusing on immediate challenges rather than distant outcomes. This mindset is especially relevant as she begins her campaign against a capable Malaysian opponent. As the final points of the match approach, the outcome will be shaped by execution, resilience, and belief, whether through a dominant display or a hard-fought battle. The result will set the tone for Ella's journey in this tournament. A win would move her one step closer to the podium while also reinforcing her status as a leading figure in regional tennis. In the aftermath, attention will quickly shift to what lies ahead: recovery, analysis, and preparation for the next opponent will follow swiftly. The SEA Games wait for no one, and momentum can be fleeting. Ella's camp understands that consistency across matches is the true measure of championship potential. This opening contest against a Malaysian net is therefore both a beginning and a test. It is the first chapter in a story that many hope will culminate in gold, but it is also a reminder that every journey, no matter how promising, must be earned point by point. As Alex Eala steps onto the court to begin her SEA Games gold medal chase, she carries not only her racket but the aspirations of a nation, the respect of her peers, and the determination to turn opportunity into achievement. Stay with us here on Trending Now USA for continued coverage and updates as this story develops. I am Bella, and this has been our in-depth look at Alex Eala's opening step in her SEA Games campaign, a moment where preparation meets opportunity and where the pursuit of gold truly begins.